Hello there, I hope you are doing fine. Of course you are, because today we will do some crazy shit with the Electron machine drum. The basic tips today is especially with the Mark II version, so I apologize for those with less recent units. I'm not so sure how to call this audio technique for today, but it's somewhere around real-time granular pitch shifting synthesis with chorus bit crushing technologies. If you already knew this technique, or you're doing it in other ways, please share your trick in the comments below. I presume the machine drum does not need any presentation, but I'll do a very quick overview for those unfamiliar with this device. The machine drum is a percussion electronic instrument with intense flexibilities, equipped with a solid performance sequencer. It's a modular machine within itself. With the machine drum, you can have 16 drum sounds like any classical drum machine, but you could also replace any of those with different algorithms, each one with its own purpose. In the language of Electron, those algorithms are called machines. The unit comes with some variety of machines, different types of sound machines, machines for audio input control, for MIDI control, machines for controlling the unit within itself, and that's where it becomes a strange modular mayhem. And with the Mark II version, some RAND machines. The RAND machines lets you record sound samples on the fly, and play them with sample manipulations. And for today's trick, we will need lots of those RAMs. I won't explain the basic functions of the machine drum. There's a lot of better and less annoying tutorials available. I will only provide informations for real-time granular pitch shifting synthesis, with chorus bit crushing technologies. Now it's time for some interesting audio manipulation. So for this trick, you'll need some audio to be sampled. I'll be using a short clip from my friend André Sims. You'll also need one RAM recorder and one RAM player. Let's select those machines. Now we will trig every steps for each one, so the audio is sampled and played simultaneously. Any modification to the RAM player will affect the audio instantly, and will stay synced with the source's tempo. I personally like to tweak the pitch and retrig parameters. The amplitude modulation and frequency will add some interesting colors. Well, any modification will sound good when adjusted carefully. I like to use the entire machine only for this trick, so I'll set the tempo to the maximum 300 BPM. Now if I mute the RAM recorder, the buffer will be stuck to the last sample, and we can now scroll within the sample buffer, with the start address, to do some granular synthesis textures. Let's add two more identical RAM player we will copy and paste the RAM player on the two next tracks. While in the machine edit menu, press function and record to copy the selected machine, and press function and stop to paste it on the desired machine slot. Once the machines are copied, let's place a trigger for each of their steps. By holding record and the play button, this will enable live recording mode for quick parameter lock properties. Once the parameters are modulated, we can have some fun by muting different track combinations. For this one, we will use all the RAMs of the Machinedrum. The unit comes with 4 RAM recorder and 4 RAM player, and we will use all of them. The RAM recorder 1 to 4 will be on the first 4 machines, and the RAM players 1 to 4 on machine 5 to 8. Each tracks will have a trigger on each of their steps. Adjusting the level input for each RAM recorder. And a nice trick is to have an interval on the pitch for each RAM players. Let's have around 8 interval between them. Thanks to my friend Bergman, who made a cover of Shape of You. Let's feed that to the Machinedrum. By holding the function button and turning a knob, all machines will follow the knob's value. When they have the same parameter, the interval between the pitch of the RAM players we just made begins to sound like some sort of chorus or something. By using 4 RAM recorders and players, seems like the audio samples are overlapping each other's. We use more machines, but we get more sound textures. I like to fine-tune the retrig number and retrig timing. The modulation amount and modulation's frequency can add something special. I bet Ed Sheeran never heard a cover of his song like this one. Let's tweak some parameters a bit, and mess around with the sound.
Simard.
We will use again all 4 RAM recorders and players, but instead of having them triggered on every steps, they will be at every beats, and will be off by 1 beat from each others. Each RAM players will be panned differently. This will create an interesting stereo effect. We will also have some fun with the feedback by tweaking the RAM recorders, and things will get very angry when I'll start using different patterns full of parameter locks. For this last part, we will use a clip from my friend Dodo, mostly known for drumming with Pet and Mouse on Mars. Hope you will enjoy this subtle audio transformation. Enough talk. Alright, let's see what we can see. Everybody online. Looking good. real-time granular pitch shifting synthesis, with chorus bit crushing technologies. Hope you enjoyed this little and simple trick. The Machinedrum gives you lots of options to mess around the audio by using the input machines and parameter locks. But I thought you might be interested with this little trick here. A special thank you for all my friends for sharing their clips with me. For more information on their stuff, have a look in the description below, and please share your comments too. Don't be afraid to tell me your thoughts like, "Hey, Robotopsy. The Machinedrum is a drum machine, you stupid moron, not a mayhem bit granular shit crushing," or things like, "Well, thank you Mr. Annoying Robot, now I have something to hunt on Marketplace." It is always a pleasure to read all this love. Alright folks, time to go now.